Hello everyone and welcome back to more StephenPlays Magic Duels. On the last episode, we took out the Cyclops. We actually had quite a few training drone missions, but we got through them all, learned quite a few additional things about Magic the Gathering, and now we are finally on the last mission in Gideon Jorah's story arc. The ground shudders, and the putrid smell of rot fills your nostrils. The shadow of Erebos' Titan falls across you and your irregulars. You raise your spear, and it radiates the light of the sun. The Titan bellows ferociously. You charge forward anyway. For 50 coins, folks! Let's start this duel and find out how difficult it's truly going to be. Just a few dudes with shields. One of them doesn't have a poor shirt or armor. That I feel bad. He also has a dumb look on his face like, what? He's not even looking the right way. Don't you see the Titan? That's a big man! He's gonna eat you! I wonder if we would have to fight a Sun Titan. That seems a little extreme. Probably not. Oh, and there's no training. Going straight to it. Straight to it today. Alright, start with the Plains and an Elite Vanguard. And let's take a look at what we've got. Swift Claw, Banisher Priest. This is new. When Banisher Priest enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Banisher Priest leaves the battlefield. That creature returns under its owner's control. So exile is a very interesting status in the game. It's basically taken out of the game. Let's see how this game words it. If an ability exiles a card, it's removed from the battlefield and set aside. An exiled card isn't a permanent because it's not on the battlefield, and it isn't in the graveyard. It's basically like Limbo. Unless an ability returns an exiled card to play, it stays exiled until the game ends. And it's also a 2/2. Okay, so what's this guy doing? We've also got our Flying Double Strike 2/2, and our Supply Line Cranes, which is a 2/4 flyer, enters the battlefild, 1/+1 counter on target creature. Another Plains, alright. The only card we can play is the Swift Claw. That's what we're going to do. The Banisher Priest is very helpful because it's removal. We can put it onto the battlefield and get rid of an enemy. We can, I mean, I don't know if you read that, but exile target creature an opponent controls. That's really, really helpful. So at any point, we can use that and just get rid of a problem. Confirm attack. I don't know how this battle is going to go. But we are white, and we build up very quickly. Smaller creatures, but they are low cost, and we can afford to play lots of them. Opponent's turn. Main, putting in another swamp. Playing a card. A Brain Maggot. Fun! 1/1 enchantment creature. When Brain Maggot enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand, and you choose a non-land card from it. Exile that card until Brain Maggot leaves the battlefield. Fun! So fun. So whenever this comes in, I have to reveal my hand. They're going to take something that's not a land from it, and that card's going to leave the battlefield until Brain Maggot leaves the battlefield. So basically, I really want to kill Brain Maggot. So what did I lose? Because I wasn't paying attention. Was it Banisher Priest? Of course it was Banisher Priest. Why wouldn't it be Banisher Priest? So I'm going to have to kill the Brain Maggot in order to get Banisher Priest back. And Banisher Priest actually just goes under the Brain Maggot so we can remember. Okay, it's suggesting Honor of the Pure, which makes sense because I don't have enough mana to play anything else. So let's go ahead and get that in. Not freaking bad. So now all my guys are powered up. I should attack with everything because the Brain Maggot can't withstand either of these. Like, it can't kill me. It can only do 1 damage. So I'm going to confirm attack. I don't even know if it's going to block. Is the Titan going to block? He's chosen not to block. He's going to take 7 damage. He's down to 11. We're not even 5 minutes into the video, and we have done 9 total damage to this guy. I feel like the worst is yet to come. There's a swamp. What are you doing? My turn. Got the Plains. Gonna put that in, obviously. Can't play either of these cards. Go to the attack step. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with everything again, man. I don't know what's going on, but you better come up with a solution quick. Because if you don't, you're gonna get your head handed to you. I'm going on the offensive. Oh, he's blocking. He is blocking. He knows that he can't afford to take that much damage, which means I get the Banisher Priest back. Alright, Banisher Priest is back in my hand. Going to my main phase. I can play him, but there's no point because I need to obviously wait until there's something to attack. So let's do... Continue... Wait, why have my guys... Oh, I'm in second main. That's... I was like, wait, why are my guys not untapped? We'll continue. Go to my end step. His main. He's got 4 lands. He can do something big. What's it going to be? Quag Sickness. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -1/-1 for each swamp you control. Which means he can kill either of my creatures right now. And he's choosing to do it to, of course, the bigger guy. He's immediately killed. Alright, I got another Swift Claw. I'm going to put the Swift Claw out there. I'm just keeping the pressure up. I have a red deck mentality. I like to be aggressive when I can. So I'm going to keep that up. Going to go ahead and swing for 3. I don't think he's going to do anything to stop me. And if he doesn't play a creature, he's going to be in trouble. In fact, he might be in trouble regardless. He's down to 5. Alright. Opponent's turn. Gotta play something, man. What do you got? Grim Guardian. Constellation. Whenever Grim Guardian or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay, so I'm gonna lose a life for him just playing this. That's fun. So I'm down to 19. My turn. I've got another Plains. Let's go ahead and get that in there. So... It seems pretty obvious what I should do here. If I play the Banisher Priest, I'm going to exile this guy, the Constellation, or the zombie. He won't be able to block, and I can swing for 7. I'm a little confused why this was so simple. I don't know if he just got a really, really bad hand. I assumed that the game would just make it more difficult, but apparently not. This is the easy way out. I kind of want to carry this through and see what happens. I think I might play something different. I might play my Sky Spear Cavalry. Or my Skyline Crane. What does this do again? Whenever another enchantment. So I'll lose the life every time they play an enchantment. I'm good. I'm going to put in the Sky Supplying Crane. I know, I could have won this turn with Banisher Priest. But I'm going to pump this guy up to a 5/3. And make it really hard for this guy to ignore. So, I'm gonna make him suffer. I'm gonna swing, which will kill him, so he has to block. And when he blocks, he will lose his guy. So, confirm attack. At this point, I am toying with my opponent. Block. He chooses to block. Damage is dealt. He does not kill me, but I kill him. And the end. I'm kind of giving him a chance. I want to see if there's anything really powerful in here. Because I have enough good board position now that I'm not threatened at all. There's no way I feel like he's going to beat me. But I'd like to see kind of what he's got up his sleeve. Can't attack me because he's summoning sick. I have drawn yet another flying creature. Let's go ahead and get this one in. I've got 3 different flying creatures. I'm going to move to the attack phase, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to attack with this guy and make him sacrifice his dude. For the record, if you do this in a real game of Magic, your opponent will hate you and stop talking to you. I would never do this in a real game, but because this is against the computer, I don't feel lame for extending the video a little bit. Also, it's short. Oh, here we go. Now we can see what you're really made of. Doomwake Giant. A 4/6, which is big. Constellation. Whenever Doomwake Giant or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, creatures your opponent control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Okay, So all of my guys are going to -1 until end of turn, but it is just until end of turn. Next turn, they will be back in business. Now it's my turn. Everything's fine. Can put in another planes. I'm starting to get to the point where I'll be able to play all my cards because I have so much land. Let's see, a 4/6. I actually don't have a way to kill that outright. Interesting. You know what's fun? This is really fun. He will never attack me. He won't. He knows if he attacks me that he will be open and I'll come in for the win. So I can just continue to establish amazing board position, and we can really kind of see how the AI for the CPU really reacts. It's telling me to swing with both guys. And you know what? I'm going to swing, but I'm only going to swing with one. So I'm going to swing right here and confirm my attack. He's going to be down to 2 health. And we'll see what happens. He is feeling the burn right now. Alright. I feel like this guy just had a really bad hand or something. Lash of the Whip. Target creature gets... Oh, God. -4/-4 until end of turn. Be interesting to see who he uses it on. Does he want to kill my flyer? No, he wants to... Oh, my double strike guy, of course. He's not going to... Of course. He can't attack. Because he knows that if he attacks, he will lose. I'll just put another cavalry guy down. Sorry, dude. Going back to attack. See if there's a way I could make him lose his due, but I don't have anyone that'll do enough damage. So, okay. I'm not... here's the deal. I want this video to be a little bit longer because I feel that it's a little unfair when you guys only get like a 7-minute video. So, I'm extending this a little bit. I'm going to skip my attack. I'm also vaguely interested to figure out exactly how the computer thinks and what they're going to play, and also what cards are in their deck. So I'm going to skip this attack. At any point, I can swing with any of my 3 flyers and win the game. Dreadbringer Lampads. Enchantment creature Nymph, a 4/2. Whenever Dreadbringer Lampads or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gains Intimidate until end of turn. It can't be blocked except by artifact creatures or creatures that share a color with it. So, target creature, which is going to be that 4/6 big giant guy, will only be able to be blocked by artifacts or black creatures. So he's going to swing this turn. Also, because it's an enchantment, I think all of my guys get -1/-1, which they do. So his deck feeds off of each other. The problem is he had a really crappy hand at the beginning. But I have no way to block him, so he is actually going to swing for 4. And I'm down to 14. It's kind of a shame because it seems like this battle should have been a little bit more difficult. There was a good bit of stuff, scary stuff in there. But now it's going down, son. Now I've got Armored Ascension. So Armored Ascension is going to go on my double strike guy, and you're going to see exactly what a win looks like. I don't have enough to play Banisher Priest, which is unfortunate. This guy can now swing... I don't know if you guys remember, this is a double strike guy, so he can now swing for 18 damage in the air, which is incredible. I think I'm going to skip one more turn, just one, and then we'll proceed and make the hurting stop. So we'll skip attack. This will be the last time I do it, and then we'll end the game. This is your last chance, buddy. I've given you a few extra turns to see what you could do. Target creature gains Intimidate until end of turn. Okay, so he's giving that guy Intimidate. We get -1/-1. He's playing a Swamp. Opponent's turn to attack. You can actually swing for 8. And he can swing for 8 because that Intimidate thing triggers twice. He got me down to 6, and you know what? That's not bad. Unfortunately for him, I am going to swing for ridiculous damage in the air, and I'm going to start, actually, by doing Banisher Priest and selecting the guy who can still block. So that guy is gone. He is exiled. Now I can swing with everyone. They can block with no one. He's going to take 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 5 is 26, plus 3 is 29, plus 3 is, what, 32? 32 damage? Swing big. God, this is fun. 9 damage. No, it's not going to show at all. Aww. That's a shame. He was going to take 32 damage. He would have been at negative 30. And we get 50 coins for that. He must have had a bad hand, which is going to happen from time to time. I drug it out a little bit just because I wanted the video to be longer than 7 minutes. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Once again, don't do this to a real-life opponent. It is extremely rude, but if you're playing a video game, it's perfectly acceptable. For one, to see what the opponent has, what they're going to do, but then also because you get to swing sometimes for really big damage. Getting Armored Ascension on my Double Strike guy was nice. Ordeal of Heliod. Complete Gideon's campaign. Boosters awarded. 3 Magic Origins boosters have been awarded for completing this story. Very cool. Grief-stricken over the death of your comrades, your Planeswalker spark ignites, sending you to Bant. You discover a realm of chivalry, and you are inspired to walk the path to knighthood. You take the name Gideon Jura, and you seek redemption. Congratulations! You've learned about the basics of Magic and helped the Planeswalker spark ignite. It's time to take the next step. Building a deck of your own. A special prize waits for you in the store. Let's go ahead and check out the store, shall we? Starter box for free. To help you get started, here is your starter box. You can use these cards to create a wide variety of decks and explore a number of different playstyles. We've also got boosters. We check our boosters here. We get 6 cards in a booster. A Crowan Jailer, who can pay 3 and tap to tap target creature. Read the Bones, which is a sorcery. Scry 2. To scry, look at the top 2 cards of your library, and then put any number of them on the bottom of the library and the rest on top in any order. And then you draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. Bonded Construct. Can attack alone. Ravaging Blaze deals X damage to target creature. Spell Mastery. If there are 2 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, Ravaging Blaze also deals X damage to that creature's controller. Gestion Thief. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 to end of turn. Whenever Gestion Thief deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And Vryn Wingmare, a Pegasus, 2/1, flying. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. One thing else I want to point out is that you'll notice the little icon on the same line where it says Creature, Human, Soldier, all the way on the right. There's a few different things, a few different meanings for how rare a card is, and sometimes that can also mean how useful it is. When it's black and white, that means common. When it's silver, that means uncommon. And when it's gold, that means rare. There's also a 4th level called Mythic Rare that is orange, although I'm not sure if those are in this game or not. I presume they are, but we didn't get one. In each booster pack in normal Magic, you're always guaranteed to get 3 uncommons and 1 rare, although occasionally you'll get a mythic rare instead. Looks like in these boosters you get 3 commons, 2 uncommons, and a rare. Let's go to the next booster. So we have Celestial Flare. Target player sacrifices an attacking or blocking creature. Eyeblade Assassin. When Eyeblade Assassin enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Dragon Fodder. Put 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield. Foundry of the Consoles. Add 1 to your mana pool or sacrifice it to put 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Shadows of the Past. Whenever a creature dies, scry 1. For 5, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Activate this ability only if there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard. And our rare is Paya and Kiran Nalar. Legendary creature human artificer. When Paya and Kiran Nalar enters the battlefield, put 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield, or pay 3, sacrifice 1, and they deal 2 damage to target creature player. And finally, our last booster. Infernal Scarring. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and has, when this creature dies, draw a card. Orchard Spirit. It can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. It's a 2/2. Evolving Wilds, which lets you go get a basic land card and put it onto your battlefield tapped. Reclusive Artificer, and this one actually costs both blue and red, so this would only work in a deck that you're actually playing both colors. It's a 2/3 haste, and when it enters the battlefield, you can have it deal damage to target creature equal to the number of artifacts you control. Fiery Conclusion. As an additional cost to cast Fiery Conclusion, sacrifice a creature. Fiery Conclusion deals 5 damage to target creature. And this is Revelation. It's our rare. Scry 5, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you draw cards equal to its power, and you gain life equal to its toughness. That is crazy. It also costs 7. And this is how much it costs to actually buy packs. So we have 270 coins. We'd actually buy a pack, or we can wait until later and buy more. If somehow we get this many things, then we can buy more cards, which I guess is cool. You can also get coins. Congratulations, you started your very own collection. Now let's put those cards to good use. Head into battle mode. If we check our card collection, as it loads ever so slowly, it'll show what we got. And also some of these are from the starter set. That's why we have 4 of them. Some of them are locked because we haven't gotten them yet. We have to have at least 4 of each card if we want to, or you don't have to have at least 4 of each card. You can have the most of any card you can have in a deck is 4, besides your basic land cards. So once you get to 4, you've got all of them, essentially. Still pretty cool. Razorfoot Griffin! Some of these cards are old school, and I know what they are, so I'm happy about that. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I extended that episode a little bit. It looks like I didn't even have to because there was some stuff to show after. But that's going to be it for today. Next time, I believe, since we finished up with Gideon Jura, we are actually going to be moving on to Jace Beleren, a 13-year-old living on one of the towering mage rings of Vryn. Natural at mind magic, able to hear the thoughts of those around you, difficult for you to connect with others as you are painfully aware that they think you're a freak. He focuses on blue magic, which is very fun. It's a very fun color in Magic, and I'm excited to get started on that next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for more Stephen Plays Magic Duels.